Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and we're here with episode number 8 of our Pokemon Crystal version randomized Nuzlocke on the channel. As you just saw, we had a little bit of grinding, because in the last episode, we cleared out Sprout Tower here in Violet City, and nothing more to do here in town except take on the Pokemon Gym itself, which we've already been into. If you're not well aware of this, you haven't been watching the whole series, but this will be take 2, count 'em 2, of taking on this gym. Maybe we'll get past the first trainer this time. So let's take a look at our team, see who we are working with, and we're actually going to lead with... Whoops. I chose Move, thinking that would move our Pokemon. Silly me. We're going to set Joey up to the front here. Our team is consisting right now of Joey the Ampharos at level 14. Easily going to handle the first opponent, I hope. She has... Whoops. She has... Nice stats there. Special attack 39, very, very nice indeed. Special defense is good to handle some of those bite attacks coming our way. She has Thunder Shock, Tackle, Thunder Wave, and Growl. Next up, as you just saw, we have Andrew, our Goldeen, at level 10. Mirage Mail is the held item, just for fun. Do you remember what I wrote on that? If not, go back and check it out. What did I write? Right, I remember. Peck, Tail Whip, and Supersonic for the moveset. And not bad physically offense, especially not so much so, given the fact that... Andrew is a Water-type Pokemon. We're not going to have very powerful Water-type moves, sadly. Of course, all Water moves in this generation are going to be special. There is no physical special split between typings. Next up is, at level 10, our Smeargle CT, as well, sitting with Vine Whip for the only move right now. But I think, once he hits level 11, he should learn Sketch again. We could snag another move for the moveset. The stats are meh, but the speed is not bad. But what's really funny, normally Ampharos are pretty slow. Faster than Smeargle. Interesting stuff. I mean, higher level. You know what? It's probably because of the higher level. That's why it's doing it. Anyway, our starting Pokemon, our last one on the list right now, is Unknown, our Bellsprout at level 14. She has the Scope Lens. We got Vine Whip, Wrap, and Growth for the moves. And offensively, she's pretty good. Defensively and speed-wise, not so much. But type-wise, she could come in handy in this gym. Now, before we pop in, how am I looking on items? We got 3 potions, 3 berries. Is that going to be enough? I mean, based on the cash that we have, it's going to have to be enough. We only got 24 bucks left, so we got to try to get ourselves some cash. Might get a few encounters in this episode, and if we do get encounters, make sure you answer the question of the day and put hashtag QOTD with your answer, and you might get a chance to have a Pokemon named after you as we do through this playthrough. Right, English is fun. Hey, I'm no trainer, but I can give you advice again. Welcome back, by the way. Believe me, if you believe a championship dream can come true. Alright, talking about flying types, grass type to flying, doesn't matter. There's not any flying types in here that we know of. Are these fans? Look at like those things right next to the guide man. Are those fans on the ground? Because this is a flying type gym. Traditionally, as for right now, however, it is a Tyranitar type gym. Alright, we have trained somewhat decently for this. We are 5 levels above. How much can our Thundershock do? Now, question is, if we can handle this battle, if we do manage to succeed, think how... We got this. Like, how much was this going to do? 3 damage? Still quite a decent amount, but we got this. If only we had managed to catch an Ampharos our first time through, this would have been no problem. Like I said, the first attempt at this Nuzlocke, the game just didn't want us to win. The random chance of catching Pokemon just wasn't helping us out. So... you can only work with, whoa, what the game gives you. That's some good experience right there. So, the first one is down. Much more successful than previous attempts. Or a previous attempt. This can't be true. Yes, it can. Give me the money. This is pathetic, losing to some rookie trainer. Well, I mean, I do have an Ampharos. Now, let's actually switch and see if we can get City another Sketch, perhaps. We'll do some switch training here, unless something happens to be super weak to grass. Let's see what this opponent has for us. The keyword is guts. Those here are training night and day to become bird Pokemon masters. Come on! Well, I'm coming alright. Now, if you folks are watching this, there's a chance you're watching it as I'm wrapped up nice and cuddly cozy in bed still. That's Ekans. Level 7. So we're going to switch. Excuse me. I think we could probably switch into Andrew, though. Yes, because there's a big snowstorm scheduled. Yes, we schedule those for my region today as you're watching this, if you're watching it as soon as it goes up. So, that being the case, I might actually have the day off from my class, which kind of good, but kind of bad. I kind of actually am looking forward to the new project we have. If you have been seeing on my Twitter and my Instagram, I've been showing this, basically a flack of sour. A sack of flour, animating that to just jump around, and I added in a nice little bit of a flourish to it. As it turns out, our next project is to use that same sack of flour and give it more life, which I've already done, kind of. But now that I know that's the new project, I'm going to add a lot more activity to it and have it just doing a bunch more stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. So in a way, I kind of hope that I do have my class to work on that today, but in another way, well, that's a muck. How much can we do? Anyway, in another way, I wouldn't mind having the day. You know, I probably should take care of some chores around the house. We're gonna go for a tail whip on this thing. Just don't have sludge explosion, and then we'll be okay. You got Pound. What are you, a puppy? No. What are you, a pound of feathers or a pound of bricks? Folks, age-old question. What weighs more? A pound of... You guys know this. I'm not gonna pull that one over you. Let's go into... Obviously, well, Joey is so... so over-leveled. We're going to go actually into Unknown and start making use of the Wrap Attack. We're going to wrap things up. Speaking of wrap, have you folks seen any of the photos, or maybe video, live-action Genie for the upcoming live-action adaptation of Disney's Aladdin? Will Smith, speaking of rapping, is the Genie, and I'm not sure what to think about it. I mean, it's Will Smith. I like Will Smith, so I think, you know, I'm okay with it. But from what I've heard, people are not super impressed with what they're seeing. They're not, maybe not super impressed is the incorrect terminology. They just don't like it. Now, I think there's a situation where we all know the Genie from Disney's Aladdin, you know, big shoes to fill, even though he didn't really have feet for the most part. He had the wispy tail thing, but big metaphorical shoes to fill. So maybe it's like Will Smith colored blue does not really match up to what they were hoping for. But I mean, I think about this in terms of like, okay, I've always said this. I'm always going to say it. Feel free to unsubscribe and dislike the video in a moment if you don't like what I'm about to say. But I enjoyed the live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie. I also enjoyed, to some extent, the live-action Dragon Ball Evolution movie, because they were different, you know? If I want to see the same story, same characters, same style, I've got the originals to check out. I could play the original Super Mario Brothers, for example. I could watch Dragon Ball, or Dragon Ball Z Abridged is also a pretty good one to watch. So I could do any number of things to enjoy what I've already enjoyed. So I like seeing new interpretations of things. So seeing Will Smith as the Genie, I think is kind of a cool idea. But maybe not everybody's on that same wavelength. Alright, should we? Yeah, we're going to let City lead the way. I can switch out. Might not be the smartest thing if we have a Lugia as our first opponent here, but we're going to take on Faulkner. I'm Faulkner, the Violet Pokemon Gym Leader. People say you can clip flying-type Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. Alright, let's see what kind of bird Pokemon you actually have. I have a hunch. Wait, what did I say earlier? I wasn't going to see any more evolutions. We already saw Muck. Never mind. Okay, forget that. But Leader Faulkner has... It's kind of a bird. Somewhat. It's water type, though. Wouldn't it be funny if it had a shiny one? That'd be sweet. Okay, we got Vine Whip. Super effective. Not too bad. Now, as I say, you know, Smeargle here, City is more defensive than anything. So, I mean, we can take the Tail Whip. What do you, like, Tail Whip versus Vine Whip? What's going to win? Ow! Critical hit. A Vine over a Tail. Good question. That didn't hurt that much either. That's only 6 damage. Sweet, we got this. Okay, the first bird Pokemon is down. What else are you going to have? Now, do we learn Sketch? It'd be cool to sketch a move from the gym leader. Yes, we got Sketch. What do you have? What? You're just going to know Teleport, right? I think you're just going to have Teleport. Do I want to sketch Teleport? I really don't, to be honest. So let's just go ahead and do the damage. There's nothing this thing can do to hurt us, which is... okay. Why was the first opponent in this gym what they were? Why did we have to face a Tyranitar to get through to these? I mean, I guess that would make a pretty good bodyguard for the gym. You know, Faulkner here has his buddies. He's got the guy with the Muck, and this guy with Tyranitar. It would make sense. Put the Tyranitar at the front of your gym to ward off people. Especially if all you're going to have is a Psyduck and an Abra. You can't be fighting with a Psyduck and an Abra. Clearly, we took you down. So that's all there is to that. Darn, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. Alright, take this. It's the official Pokemon League Zephyr badge. And 900 bucks. That's a few Pokeballs right there. So we got the Zephyr badge. Whoop. Nice. First badge of the region. Zephyr badge raises the attack power of Pokemon. Excuse me, it also makes you burp. And it also enables Pokemon to use Flash if they have it any time. Here, take this too. Okay, TM31. Now, as I said, TMs are randomized. They still give the same TM number that they normally would give out. So this would normally be Mud Slap, but it's going to teach a different move. And anything that could normally learn Mud Slap will be able to learn what this move is. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can only be used once. TM31 contains Destiny Bond. It's not really the most useful attack in a Pokemon, in a Nuzlocke, I guess I should say, because Destiny Bond requires your Pokemon to faint to be used. Therefore, you're not going to be letting your Pokemon faint if you can help it. Out of curiosity, let's just see who could learn this. In fact, we should see who can learn Flash, too. That could be useful. Excuse me. Good! No one can learn it. I could just sell that, then. I honestly don't think I'm going to teach Destiny Bond to any of my Pokemon. Joey? Did I know Bellsprout can learn Flash? Why can Bellsprout learn Flash? Does that make any sense? I don't know. Nice battle. Keep it up, and you'll be the champion no time at all. Thank you, Mr. Guide Man. Alright, let us get called. Hello, Chaz. We discovered something about the egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him? Click. So, that's another thing. I'm pretty sure this egg will randomly give us some species we don't know about just yet. Who knows what it's going to be? But let's pick this up. We got to heal anyway, so we are here. I like how they know your first stop after fighting that gym is going to be to the Pokemon Center for healing. And boom, they send Mr. Eggman, Robotnik, to the Pokemon Center to wait for you. So let's pick up this egg. We are going to keep it in our party up until it hatches, because you never know. We could get a new Pokemon typing to add to our team. Would you take the Pokemon egg? Yep, I will. Maybe it's kind of good we didn't catch everything thus far, because we have space for the egg. Alright, it also has to be with other active Pokemon to hatch, unless you're talking Gen 7 and the Pokepelago's a thing. Chaz, you're the only person we can rely on. Why me? Don't you have any other assistants? That's weird, man. You just walk away. Alright, now, how close is the egg to hatching? Alright, still needs more time. I forget if the egg you normally get, is closer to hatching when you first pick it up. Can't remember. Alright, let's check the old supplies. Actually, wait, no, it's not, because I know we have no Pokeball. So let's go and sell the Ultra Ball, and I'm going to sell that TM31, because we're not going to be using Destiny Bond. It's much more useful to us as... I'm not buying yet. We sell. It's much more useful to us. Why is my... Oh, my phone's almost dead. My timer. Uh-oh. So I'm going to sell one of these. That is a nice 3 Pokeballs right there. And let's get rid of this. That's a good... What's that? 7.5 Pokeballs. Yes. I'm tempted to go back to my house in New Barktown and let my mother start holding money, because I have a feeling she's going to get us some crazy things if I do go back. Maybe I'll do that after this episode off camera. I'll just rush back there and let her start, hoarding my money for me, basically. Let's buy 10 Pokeballs, because there's a couple new encounters we can pick up in this episode. We've already gone to the west of the city. Didn't get our encounter. Well, we did get our encounter, but we didn't catch it. It was a wild Pidgeot that just didn't want to get caught. But down here on Route whatever it is, we get a Purrscure Berry. Sweet. Whatever's down here, we might be able to pick that up. And we can also venture over to the Ruins of Alph. The alien life form. Gordon Shumway himself. We can pop in... We have to go to the cave, don't we? Actually, let's read all the signs. I forget what these say. Ruins of Alph visitors welcome. Well, that's informative if nothing else. The Ruins of Alph Research Center, the authority on the Ruins of Alph. Now I forget, in Crystal, is there more to this? The ruins are about 1,500 years old, but it's not known why they were built or by whom. Again, Gordon Shumway must be the one. There are odd patterns drawn on the walls of the ruins. They must be the keys for unraveling the mystery of the ruins. Now up there, I believe, is a Game Boy printer. I could print off all the unknown that I've caught, which are 0. Can you imagine a Nuzlocke randomizer? What was that sound? Anyway, a randomizer. Would you ever be able to get all the unknown? I somehow think you wouldn't. Welcome to this chamber. There are sliding panels that depict a Pokemon drawn by the ancients. Slide the panels around to form the picture. To the right is the description a description of the Pokemon. Scientists are examining the back some newly found patterns. Okay. What is this? Recently, strange cryptic patterns have appeared. It's odd. They weren't here a little while ago. You should take a look at the walls. This says, escape. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. We don't have one, do we? I believe... I don't remember if I need to be in a certain spot or not, but I think using certain items allows a path to open up or something like that. A Pokemon that hid on the sea floor, eyes on its back, scanned the area. Alright, let's go ahead and assemble Kabuto. I've done this so many times, I know exactly how to do this puzzle. Don't question me, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to get all these right on the first go. You know what would make this even more fun? Is if they had it so you have to rotate the tiles. Because who doesn't love a puzzle that takes forever to do, right? I like it. That's a good question. I should make this the question of the day. Rats, it's what's your favorite legendary mythical Pokemon? But another good question could be, do you folks like puzzles? Are you fans of any particular kinds of puzzles? If so, what kinds? Feel free to answer this as well. Maybe I'll throw this as a secondary question of the day for a later episode. But as far as puzzles go, one that comes to mind is Sudoku. I like Sudoku puzzles. They're pretty cool. It's not so much a puzzle as it is just a... it's almost like a guided maze in a way, as long as you make the right plays and put the right numbers in the spots. Have you folks out there done any Sudoku puzzles? Do you like those? There is a strange presence here. So what's our encounter in the ruins of Elf? If anything. If we can make it to the ladder... I'm going to stop talking right now. It's not an Entei, it's an Arcanine. We don't have a fire type yet, do we? We got grass, we got electric, we got normal, we got water. We could use a fire type. I'm curious to see, what do you have? I could also sketch a move from you. I don't want to sketch Leer. Let's just keep CT in for a little bit. I want to see what we can pick up. Take down. That is stab. But it does recoil damage, so that's going to make this kind of hard to catch, too. What else you got? You got Roar. Okay. Did I not see that coming? Did I not realize that you guys get Roar? Clearly I didn't. So, sadly, that does count as our encounter. No Ruins of Elf encounter for us, unfortunately. So we're just gonna pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and leave. You weren't here earlier. While exploring the ruins, we suddenly noticed an odd presence. We all got scared and ran away. You should be careful, too. The ruins hide a huge secret, I think. But you don't know, do you? What kind of scientists are you? I didn't speak to you feeks. You people folks. You feeks. There are drawings of stone panels. I tried moving them. I wonder what they are. Do you think we'll ever get a full team of 6, folks, or are we destined to just not do that? Ruins of Alf, a look and touch tourist site. Try the sliding stone panels. Are you a guide or a billboard advertising this place? You're studying the ruins. Not anymore. I see a scientist in the making. Well, I mean, I am a professor, so that kind of stands to reason. But let's see what we can pick up here on Route 32. Connecting Violet City to Azalea Town. Can I have the Miracle Seed, please? You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them around Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this, increase the power of grass-type moves. Boom, right there. I think your experiences in Violet City should be useful for your journey. All of my experiences, including the ones that I failed at. So since we already gained Stab from Vine Whip on Unknown, I'm going to let City hold on to that Miracle Seed. Item, give. Miracle Seed to power up the Vine Whip, and I want to learn another move. I want City to have the most powerful moveset in history. Plus Vine Whip. Alright, what's our encounter? Going to hold off from being. Let's just wait and see what we get from our battle here. I haven't seen you around before, so you think you are pretty tough. Well, I'm not wiggly tough, but I'm iggly tough. Let's go with that. Youngster Albert is going to lead off with a Vulpix. Now you should have Ember. I want to sketch that. Not really. So we're going to switch out into our water type. Let's get Andrew some experience. Itchy nose again. What is happening? And see if we can take this thing down. You got Tail Whip. You might have Roar. I'm at 4% battery power. There's only about a minute left, though. I don't need to worry. I think probably just finish this fight, and we'll be good. But no, I want to get the encounter out here. I want something special and amazing. I hope my phone lives long enough for me to be able to choose a nickname from one of the viewers out there. Why did I Tail Whip? Just to save us one tiny little PP on our peck, because we're not going to get burned, therefore the attack stat will not drop. We'll hit this thing with one more peck and knock it down. Check it out. I predicted this. That's why being a professor is good. You can see things happening several turns in advance, or get lucky. Both can happen. You got a ferret. Level 8. I almost said level 10. I'm level 10. Level 8 ferret with a very powerful scratch. That's right, we got Tail Whipped. Let's switch out into, I guess, Unknown. We've got a nice 6 levels on you. Our defense is not great, but we've already got level 15 on our Ampharos, so Unknown kind of needs a bit more experience. Getting close to the point that we're going to be able to evolve as well. I believe level 21 is when we can get ourselves a Weepin' Bell. And you think we'll be lucky enough, fortunate enough, just decently trained enough to be able to find a Leaf Stone at some point in the adventure? I wouldn't say no to that. Having a Victory Bell would be pretty cool. You're strong. Thank you, Albert. Much appreciated. I'm going to try to be the best with my favorites. I'm not using the same tough Pokemon as everyone else. Now that guy knows what he's talking about. Be your own trainer. Do your own thing. Get your own first encounter on Route 32. It's going to be Flying Psychic. We don't have either of those typings. That might not be bad. Plus, if we get this, that's our flyer. Once we get the fly attack. What do you have for your moves? For a nice little light vine whip, that does absolutely nothing. You got Leer. I don't want to sketch a Leer. Give me something good. Give me Aeroblast. Give me... Actually, well, don't hit me with anything really bad. Peck? Eh. You might just have Leer and Peck. Nightshade. That comes in handy. We got Nightshade. Let's do it. There's no way you're going to get knocked out by a Nightshade. This is perfect. We learned a good move. We're going to be able to weaken you up nicely. Very good. We can go for another couple of Vine Whips. We're going to switch, however, because that kind of hurt. Let's go to... Low HP. Let's go to Joey. We got the Thunder Wave. I don't think I'm going to risk a tackle, but what I will do... Wait a minute. Yeah, Nightshade's only going to do 5 damage. I was like, am I going to risk losing someone for this? But we're going to Thunder Wave for starters. I can then go for a Berry to heal up our Goldeen. We'll get Andrew back in here, go for a simple couple of... maybe one Peck attack would do the trick, but let's first of all heal. A Berry should do the trick. We're getting back to 25. You can heal a couple of Nightshades. We can potion once you're in here as well. But it's really cool we were able to keep our Smeargle in, and Nightshade was not a threat whatsoever. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to Andrew. We're going to mail him in from Abu Dhabi. Go for the knockout. Does anyone know where Abu Dhabi comes from? The reference to mailing and such. This should be fine. Actually, we have a really high attack stat. We got Nightshade. Gotta find silver linings where you can find them. We got Nightshade. Alright, I cannot possibly top that amazing performance that we just had. So I'm gonna save it up. And we're gonna end off the episode right here, right now. Thank you folks for watching. We're never getting a full team. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to let me know with the like button down below and leave your answer to the question of the day. And if I ever manage to capture more Pokemon for my team, you might get your name used in this playthrough as one of those Pokemon. Anyway, if you missed any episodes of Pokemon Crystal Randomized Nuzlocke thus far, there's a link in the description to the full playlist, which you can go check out and get caught up on. And I think that's about it. Other than to say, if you want some more regular Pokemon content from Professor Chaz, feel free to subscribe to the channel right now, or you can also join as a member and help support the channel and myself. Get yourself some members-exclusive perks, such as a special Pokemon every month in the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon games. You get a Pokemon TCG code card every month. You get Pokemon Go gifts pretty much every day at this point. And that basically covers everything. So thank you folks once again for watching. I'm going to do my best to make actual captures at some point in this playthrough. But Professor Chaz is now signing off. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time, unless you're a Pokemon.